Enter the Wolf Time.
Hello there everybody and welcome back to Enter the Wolf Time. Now on today's episode of Enter the Wolf Time, we are cram-packed full of goodness. And by goodness, I mean a lot of other projects that have started. Seeing as it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, I decided, hey, I'm going to use some birthday money and I'm going to get something and start something that I've wanted to do for a while. But first, a couple of you guys wanted to know where I got the dragon from the Kolek miniature that I was doing, which is now completed, I shall have you know. Well, basically, the story goes, our local Games Workshop was throwing out a load of stuff. So, what we decided to do, we decided to ask the Games Workshop staff if we could have, any spare bits that they were going to throw out. They said no. So, what we did, we followed them out of the shop. Well, we followed one of the staff members out of the shop with the bin bags full of old stuff they didn't want, and we saw them put it in the skip round the back. Now, after a bit of recon, what we found there was no security cameras, like, round the edge and stuff like that. Looking at the bins. So we thought, fuck it, let's go bin diving. So we jumped in this bin, this massive skip, this massive dumpster kind of thing, threw out all the bin bags that they'd just put in, ripped them open and had a look. So we found that dragon. The dragon is actually an old, well, I don't know if it's still in production, but it's a Lord of the Rings dragon, and we actually found the top to it as well later on. But we decided, Aaron decided not to use the top half and use it as an actual dragon, instead he gave it to me to make into Kolek. So yeah, that's the story of how we got hold of the dragon legs, the dragon torso, should I say, for the Kolek miniature. Also, I had a couple of packages arrive for me the other day, in the post. And I do like getting packages, and I was very excited about these. Now, the first package I got was this. Now, don't worry, especially you, Van Hammer, I have not turned traitor. I am not going to the traitorous Dark Angel side. God damn dirty Dark Angels. But yeah. I also got, in the same package with it, these, which I have recently opened. Now, for those of you who don't know what these are Grey Knight Nemesis Force Weapons. Now, you'd be wondering, what could I be doing with Dark Angels and Grey Knight Nemesis Force Weapons? Well, I'm going to show you shortly. The other package I got was actually off eBay. It's these guys again, DarkAge Ground Rex. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see again, I've opened this one. It came with 3. But I used 2 of them already. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to open these up. I know I've mentioned these guys before, but I think they deserve to get another mention because the quality of their stuff is so good. So anyway, let's get cracking, shall we?
Okie dokie folks, as you can see, messy desk again. I was busy all yesterday building and converting and whatnot and such like. So yeah, let's shift all this stuff out of the way. Right, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at the Ground Rex resin bases. Now, I'm going to put the link for these guys down below because I think they deserve some massive recognition because the quality of their products is so good. The resin it's actually made of is not like the Forge World resin. The Forge World resin is quite soft. That's why I think that they can get such fine detail on. The resin these guys use is quite a hard white resin. Now, let's have a closer look at this. This is a like a mosaic temple floor that I got. Absolutely brilliant. It's about a £5 for 3. That's including postage and packaging, which I don't think is too reasonable for such a high quality product. Like I said, the link will be down below to their eBay site. It does take a bit of fishing around to try and find these Ground Rex, because they've got so much stuff. But seriously, if you guys are after scenic bases, I recommend you get some of these. They're absolutely fantastic. These are designed to fit quite nicely on the, I think it's the 30mm bases. I think it's 30mm. 30mm. They fit quite nicely on top like that and just give a really pro look to the model when it's finished. As we've got mosaic flooring there, we've got some earth and rubble and stuff underneath. It looks absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that's the Ground Rex from DarkAge Miniatures, or DarkAge, whatever you want to call it. Guys, I said to give you a shout out. There is a shout out. Quality. Oh, I just dropped all my shit. Right. The next thing I'm going to show you is actually the project that I've been working on with the Dark Angels Nemesis Force Weapons. Let me just go and grab them. Now, I can't remember if I have mentioned these to you guys before. I might have done on a previous episode of Enter the Wolf Time, but in all honesty, I can't actually remember. I decided to start a small Grey Knight force. Now, with me, I find it extremely hard and difficult to deviate away from Space Wolves because they're such a fluffy army. And I really do like the idea of Grey Knights, but I don't want to pay the ridiculous prices at the moment for the metal miniatures. And before you say it, guys, I know there's a new plastic set coming out when they re-release the Demon Hunters Codex. Not the Demon Hunters, they're doing like an Auto Inquisition Codex or something like that. But so I decided to make my own, give them a bit more of a personal touch. The idea behind it is, well, they're going to be called the Sin Eaters. I've just put my hand in super glue again. God damn it! They're going to be called the Sin Eaters or the Carolingians. They're going to be like known by two names: the Sin Eaters to like Imperial Guardsmen and stuff. The Carolingians to other Marine chapters. Quite enigmatic company of Space Marines these guys are. Rather than dedicate their lives to hunting demons, they are dedicated their lives to hunting the worst of worst heretics. They kind of give them like absolution and stuff and bless their souls by the Emperor before they or after they die. So yeah, first one I'm going to show you, this is actually the concept model that I did for them, and here he is. I love the robes on the Dark Angel stuff. I think it's absolutely brilliant. A wonderful kit, loads of really nice pieces to use, especially the hooded helmets as well, just look fantastic. But as you can see, we've got a bolt pistol and a Nemesis force weapon. The Nemesis force weapons are okay, although the moulding on them isn't that detailed, and a lot of the time under the arm here it's not that good, so I might have to touch those bits up. Oh, excuse me, did a bit of a talk burp. I might have to touch these up with a bit of green stuff. So that's the first one, that's the concept model that I did. As you can see, using the lovely scenic base from DarkAge. Looks really, really good, especially when it's going to be painted up fully. I'm using bolt pistols because I didn't have enough parts to model the Stormbolters. So what I'm just going to say they fire 2 slugs, like bang, 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 like one after another. That kind of gets around the whole Stormbolter firing 2 shots kind of business. But yeah, that was the concept for it. Then I went on to do my Justicana. He's like the commander, the sergeant of Grey Knights. Although I don't know what I'm going to call him. I'm probably going to call him like a Grand Cardinal, a Cardinal or something like that. And here he is. This guy looks freaking badass. Love this torso and legs. So it's walking forward rather menacingly. That's his Nemesis force weapon as a sword, and I really wanted 2 swords, so I did it. Because I wanted to. Now, so bring it a little bit closer. His head is an angry space wolf head. Whoa, it's a space wolf Dark Angel fusion. Oh my god! Heretic! Call me heretic, whatever you want. But I don't care. But yeah, angry space wolf face with some green stuffed hair on it, because he was a bit bald, and I wanted him to have some hair. Other than that, not really much good conversion work. Got this hand and put it out. I wanted to have it like out evenly, but what I've also noticed that the Grey Knight arms are actually a lot smaller than standard Marine arms. So what I've had to do, I've had to put that one on there, leave that as it is, and I've put like some purity seals and stuff up here just to make it look a bit more in proportion, because it just didn't quite look right. But, you know, I kind of like the odd sword look. It looks kind of like, you know, he's picked it up off his travels or wherever he's been. As you can probably tell, this, when it decides to focus, is a Space Wolf sword. Basically what I did, I just trimmed off the little muzzly bit to the skull, and it became a bog standard, normal skull. There we go. But yeah, that's the leader, the sergeant. Other one that I did, these haven't been based yet. Because I'm going to be using the last Ground Rex base at the moment, but I need to order some more, and I actually have ordered some more yesterday. This guy's kind of like got a grimoire or a book or something, kind of reading people the last rites. That book, if you guys are wondering, came in the Dark Angels sprue. I basically shaved off the Dark Angels logo on the book and put a little tiny skull on there that I shaved off a power sword. As you can see, he's kind of like, "Rah! Emperor be praised unto you!" with his Nemesis force weapon raised up in the air like that. I really like these little bits that you get on the Dark Angels. They're kind of like incense burners from well, I think they're incense burners anyway. That they kind of like wave about in front of them. You know, demons be gone, heretics be gone, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's him. I've also got another one now. This guy was a complete experiment. I really like the way it turned out. If those of you who don't know, Grey Knights have these 2 weapons that are unique to them. They have incinerators, and they also have psi cannons. Now, I wanted to get around having to model 2 of them, so I modelled this. Now, as you can see, it's a multi-melter with a... I'm going to come to this green stuff bit in a second, don't you guys worry. It's a multi-melter with a clip off a Stormbolter and then one of the little incense burner things. So now, well, I can get away with... Well, I think I can get away with being a bit cheeky and having like a 2-in-1 kind of thing. I can say, oh, it's either an incinerator or a side cannon. As for the blast, this is so easy to do. This is basically just a lump of green stuff twisted and stretched out, and that, in my mind, is how a melter would fire, like a big plume of moltenness. The head as well, absolutely brilliant. It's got like this kind of night feel to it. Had a little Dark Angel symbol on his face, so I kind of covered that up with a bit of green stuff, like smoothed it into it. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. I like to think anyway. He's like, rah, he's going to be the one that I'm going to base next. And that's all I've done so far. I have another one in the works. He's basically just going to be striding forward, like pointing with his Nemesis force weapon at someone. Like, oh, you know, woe be unto you, blah, blah, blah. I shall challenge you and smite you down for all eternity. The next thing that I've actually got, this is really cool. I was just bored, and, oh, not him. I did this for funsies, really, because I wanted to experiment with some, you know, muzzle flare coming off. I bought a box of Spatial Terminators the other day, and so I just, like, you know, have a bit of a bash, so I made this guy here. Now, no one ever does this anymore. I don't see many people do the two guns in the one hand look, because it's not WYSIWYG, but it just looks totally badass.
He's like, bang, 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 bang. Oh! Banana guns, yo. That's what I'm talking about.
So yeah, what I've done, I've basically just modelled him with his arm slightly outstretched like that. I've added a bit of green stuff in here. I'm probably going to cover this up with a wolf pelt because I wasn't too happy with how that went. You know, like the underarm banding bit that you have between the armour. But the actual the muzzle flare coming out was really good. I think I achieved it really well. Although time will tell when it's painted up and stuff like that. This is using one of the Forge World bodies as well. If you haven't looked, it's slightly lighter than the plastic. Now, one thing that I found about the Forge World ones that are really nice, the bodies for the Terminators are slightly slimmer. So it accentuates the arms, makes the arms look really big and chunky. So yeah, here he is. He's got one of the Forge World shoulder pads on, which looks absolutely fantastic. He's got his angry Space Wolf face on there. Like, ah, I'm going to shoot you! But yeah, that's what I've been working on as well. He's going to look really nice when he's painted. We get some nice object source lighting from the muzzle flare, maybe going over the edge of the guns, maybe lighting up one side of his face. I don't know yet. I've not fully decided. Okay, this next thing I'm going to show you is actually another commission. This is a commission from another YouTuber, Brother Tears, spelt with a Z, and he decided, he wanted to commission me to do a Logan Grimnar model because he didn't like the original one too much, and I still think it's alright, but you know, it is a bit small than the average Terminator. Originally he wanted me to do it so he's like jumping off something, but to my knowledge it's not really possible to jump in Terminator armor because it's so big and heavy, so my idea was to have him barreling down a hill. You know, was about to swing his axe into somebody's face. So, Brother Tears, this is what I've got at the moment. I have the base. I've got this, which I'm going to use for it as well. This is another fantastic base from DarkAge. They have so much variety on the website. Seriously, guys, go and check them out and buy things off them. So I'm going to have that on there, like that, and also the Terminator. Hold on, let me just pull it apart. The legs I'm going to use are this. He's going to be like, these are like the running Terminator legs, so he's going to kind of be barreling across like that. The torso I'm going to use is this lovely Forge World one. When it decides to focus, there he is. This is absolutely beautiful, this Forge World torso. I'm going to use that, I'm going to put hair on it, and he's going to be Logan Grimnar. So I'm going to have him like that. This is basically a mock-up what I've got. So, Brother Tears, this is not what the finished product's going to look like. It's going to look like a lot better. It's not going to be held together with blue tack or anything like that. Damn it, put my hand in super glue again. God damn. So yeah, it's going to be like barreling across, like down this little slope here, about to swing his axe into somebody's face. Yeah, like I say, it's just a concept at the moment, but it's kind of like a kind of general feel for it. Again, I'm not going to look at pricing for you at the minute, Brother Tears. But yeah, I will message you soon with that. But it's going to look pretty badass, I think. So yeah. That's kind of what I've got at the moment on the go. You'll see more of the Carolingians next week. You'll probably see this guy, the double Stormbolter guy, painted up. And also, you guys are going to see that what maybe you might see what the super secret project is that I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you guys though, because it's super secret. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you later. Goodbye.
Okay guys, this is a really quick shout out because I'm running low on time. I don't know if any of you guys have seen, there's some new YouTubers on the block. TwoSmokingBolters, they're called, and they do all kinds of like gaming advice, rules and stuff advice and things like that. The team that they've got is really, really good. I urge you guys to go to their channel and subscribe, give them a watch. They do multi-armies and stuff like that, all different kind of like battle reports and things. I really, really know loads of times. Links in the doobly-doo down below. Goodbye, see you later.